A little here. That's better. Okay.
Did you take off my thing?
You're fine.
Yeah, I took off my lanyard.
So we're here at Santa Fe Middle School, and we're talking to
Roxy Yanko.
Yvonne Cascella.
And can you tell me what's going on behind us here?
Well, we have a Science Olympiad team here at Santa Fe Middle School that's getting ready to compete in the regionals at Oxcidental College the Saturday the
27th. Yeah.
So this will be next.
No, it's in 2 days.
This Saturday.
It's in 2 days. So this is us getting
the final
ready.
preparation. Yeah.
Final preparations.
Yeah.
So how many children are involved, and what are their ages?
We have 15 6th to 8th graders who are in the competition, and a couple of who are helping out. So we have a couple of alternates and a couple of kind of honorary members. So I'd say we have about 18.
18 kids.
Yeah, 18 kids.
What did you say the age was?
There's 6th, 7th, and 8th. So
11 to about 13 years
11
old.
to 13. And you've got, looks like you've got a bunch of projects going on here. How did they qualify for this? I mean, how do you get involved in this program?
How did we initially find this program?
Or how do the students get involved?
Yeah, well, both.
Well, we started the program probably about, now I need to look it up. Has it already been like 8?
I think the earliest I've seen is 2007 or 2006. That's what I've seen in the paperwork.
Okay,
So maybe about 10 years, I think.
So probably about 10 years. All of a sudden I was looking up on a website and I found this. And I thought, oh, how cool, why don't we try this? So I brought it up to the department. I'm like, let's try this, let's start this. And at that time it was another science teacher, Kim Didini, that helped me to start the program. And we got the whole department. Kim Didini.
Oh, I thought you said Houdini.
Yeah, no, not Houdini.
That would have been fun.
Yeah. And so when Kim left, I came in, and this used to be her classroom, so I've only been here for 4 years. This is my 3rd year helping with Science Olympiad. But Yvonne is the one that I rely on for the expertise on, what should we do in this situation, because she's been doing it a lot longer than I have. So.
And so through the years, it's been our whole department doing this, a couple other teachers, but this year was us.
So how do you motivate the kids? It doesn't look like they need a lot of motivation. They look pretty excited. But...
With projects, not as much motivation. With study, they need a little bit more motivation to keep them on.
And right now they have the adrenaline that we keep, reminding them that we only have so many hours. And so right now this is crunch time. So this is kind of nice to see.
And I see you have some volunteers who I know. And maybe you could go over with me and we could take a look at one of these projects.
Yeah,
is that okay? And maybe you could describe what Jim Yanko is doing over here.
Well, this is my husband, Jim Yanko. He's been really integral to all these build projects. So right now they're working on Mission Possible, which is a new event.
Mission Possible?
Mission Possible.
I like it.
And basically it's a Rube Goldberg machine where they have to have a certain amount of transfer of energy. So this has been a challenge for us this year because it's our first year doing this one. So we're just trying to get about 10 different transfers in here so that we can qualify. We're not sure we're going to do this one, but it's like I said, it's the first year that we do this.
So how are you transferring energy in this situation? Can you describe it?
Well,
Can you describe it?
Yeah, so the ball drops here and this would go up. It would activate this lever and it would activate this lever and it would drop the ball down, which would activate this axle and moving this.
It's quite complex.
Yes, it is very complex.
Wow, good for you. Any other projects here?
Yeah, we have some really great projects. You can't see these guys because right now they're in the gym. These are our gliders, but we do have bridge, which we're working on over here.
Okay.
So here's one of the prototypes. Hi, girls. So, guys, is this your bridge from last year or is this your model bridge?
Bridge from last year.
Okay, so this is the bridge from last year. They change the parameters on the events every year, so they can't reuse this. They have completely different rules that they have to abide by. So they've been trying to make a different bridge to satisfy these rules.
Oh, so how long have you been working on this bridge?
How long have you been working on this, guys? Like in earnest, like what, 3 weeks? When you started building it? Did you start this one? They're in a void. They're not sure. Did you have problems and redo it last week?
Or when did you guys start this one?
We started like a long time ago.
Okay.
They've been planning it for a long time.
Yeah, we took a long time planning it, and then
We were sketching out ideas, and then almost every single time it was disobeying the rules. Yeah, so it's really difficult.
So you're learning a lot as you go along.
Yeah.
Good.
The rules read like a very, very technical manual, so it takes a lot of time to decipher the rules. I mean, it's not an easy read, so they've been working on that with the bridge.
Okay. Now what
And
are
eventually a bucket of sand will be hanging from a chain to that center to see how much sand it can hold. So it's either going to hold all the sand or break.
Right.
So that's what we're looking to.
That's cool.
And we have video footage of the last bridge, so you can see how that one went. Let me show you over here. This is the bottle rockets.
Bottle rockets. So that sounds
Now,
like
the
fun.
bottle rockets they do every year, but they threw us for a loop this year. This year they have to have an egg in the rocket and have it survive the descent. So we worked a lot.
A raw egg?
A raw egg.
I saw that happen at
Yeah.
Caltech.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
In a rocket?
Not in a rocket. They just had to propel one, and they had to land without
Right.
breaking.
Right. There's a lot of that. And there's another event that also has an egg, but it's called Scrambler.
Which
they're
which is what they're working on
Let's
over
go to
here.
that.
And so another egg will have to ride on the very
my
edge. So the purpose is to stop right before wall. If not, you've got scrambled eggs.
So here, hey guys, can you
can you describe what you're doing here?
Yeah, can you guys explain the Scrambler to us? Well, the Scrambler we didn't have a Scrambler last year. We had a wheeled vehicle. So, okay, can you explain the Scrambler to us? Kate's working. This is kind of spread apart. We're working. So tell us what the Scrambler is.
Yeah, come over here.
Yeah.
So basically we have to build like a car that can hold an egg, and we have to stop at a certain parameter so the egg doesn't like run into the wall.
Where are you going to put the egg?
Right here.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you're just literally going to place a raw egg right there.
Yeah.
And where's the vehicle going to go? Is it going to be a remote control vehicle or just pushing?
No.
Manual.
It's gonna be activated by something.
Yeah, what are you using to activate and control the wheels?
We're making a pulley. So
Oh, a pulley.
There
Okay.
you go.
And what's the purpose? To do it without breaking the egg, I presume?
yeah. And to stop at a certain
And
Is there a time limit on
You
this?
will also have a trigger,
Yeah.
right? So it's self-propelling.
Yeah.
It's self-propelling. And you also have to have self-braking
Yeah.
system.
So it doesn't run into the wall.
Is there a time limit on these projects?
We have 8 minutes.
8 minutes? Is that for everybody?
No, everything is different. Each event is different.
So you excited about this Saturday? So what do you win if you win one of these events?
If you come in the first 6 places, I believe, you get a medal.
Very
And
cool.
if the whole team gets
Yeah.
several medals and gets a placement, we can possibly move on to the state competition.
Wow. And when does the state competition take place?
You know what? It's usually March, but I don't know the exact date. We could look that up
No,
online.
don't worry. That's fine. I'm just...
Yes, yeah. There's a website which we can give you.
Great. Thank you, guys. Boeing's connection to this.
So one of our parents helped us last year, and this year he found out that his company Boeing has a matching program. So when he puts in money towards supplies, Boeing will match. In addition, the hours that he puts here, they will contribute to him. So we have an official sponsor this year of Boeing.
And who is that gentleman?
And that's Mr. Sarmiento over here working with the gliders.
Ronnie Sarmiento.
Ronnie Sarmiento, yeah. And so we're really, really thrilled to have Boeing as one of our sponsors. We also have another friend of ours whose company has jumped in to help supply us, and that's a smaller company called Soylent. So they're also going to get their label on some of our lab coats this year. So I'm envisioning, in the future having, our T-shirts have logos from the companies that are supporting us. So we're really, really excited about that this year because this is the first year that we've had that in the official capacity. So
That's terrific.
yeah.
So, again, just give me a wrap-up of the number of kids that are going to be going to Oxy on Saturday.
We have to have a team of 15. And there are how many events? 20.
There's usually 23 events.
There's 23 events and 15 students who are allowed to be on the team. We have 2 that we can put in as an alternate in case we have any illnesses or any issues. So basically, each student has at least 2 events, or 3, sometimes 4, that they have to run to throughout the day. It's kind of like it's very much like a swim meet or like a track.
decathlon.
Yeah, so they have times that they can be at the tent with us, and at times that they have to run off to their event and come back. So we keep a home base throughout the day, make sure that they have their tools before they go. So it's a very chaotic, very exciting day.
That's cool. You obviously got a lot of very enthusiastic kids here. Do any of these kids at this age have visions of where they want to be? Obviously, you've got a couple of pre-med students here.
There are a few of them.
Engineers.
Yeah, there are a few that they want to be future engineers, work with robotics and pre-med as well.
Robotics has always been a big
yes.
thing in school, especially around in California.
Yeah, and
With
Yvonne
JPL.
runs the robotics program.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Which is over at this point, so this is a little bit later. So we get to focus on this once they're done. So.
Is this does this involve any special funding, or is this is all extracurricular stuff?
As far as funding, it's
Like
every
the
year.
parents?
Every year we go to before PTSA, the Parent Teachers Student Association, and we request or we beg, can you please pay our registration fees? And so it's usually through them that they help us to at least get the registration fee. So that's why we're really excited now to finally get sponsors, that maybe we can start being more sufficient, and we can get our own and register and get all the supplies needed, because there's always something constantly being consumed in some event.
I can see.
And balsa and
You've got to have backups in case something breaks.
Definitely. So that's what we're so excited to finally get sponsors. But it's great. It's an event that students can not only take tests and study events, but then they can also do project and experiment and lab situations.
What's the most difficult thing that these students face during this process?
Probably one of the most difficult things is just managing their time, making sure that they get to each of their events on time. It's really showing them how to learn how, in the future, how they have to manage time management.
In preparation, time management with balancing your studies. So if you have a build event or you have a study event, how do you split the time? We've spent several years trying to figure out how do we motivate them in both study and build events. So we've had successes some years where all kids want to do is build. We've had some years where all kids want to do is study, and so we're trying to figure out a way to just kind of streamline both efforts. So
and showing them how to balance against their work, which is being a student during the day, and keeping up their homework and everything.
This just happens in the afternoons then?
Right.
Right.
Friday afternoons from 3 to 5 normally, but now as it gets towards crunch time, we extend it to 3 hours, and even Saturdays.
And Saturdays too. So.
Wow. So, what time does this event start on Saturday, and when does it end?
It begins at 7:30 basically, and by 3:30 competition's done, but award ceremony pretty much doesn't finish until about 6. So it's literally all day. So thanks to the parents, we have a home base with easy ups and food and tables, and kids go back and forth to events. And
the parents have been pretty supportive through this whole.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, not all parents have the comfort level to jump in, like Mr. Tommy and Joe, to jump in and help with these. But they're all very supportive in other ways, transportation, food, and snacks.